few more audience questions. This is from Natalie. Natalie, where are you?
Hi, Natalie.
Okay, she wants to know what artists have inspired you in your career and your songwriting.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, lots. I grew up actually in a super Italian house. My dad was actually born over in Italy, and so I grew up listening to all the classic love songs, like the crooners. So my earliest memory of music was Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Connie Francis and all that stuff. And so I still listen to that all the time, like when I'm getting ready for shows, because it's so calming and nice. But then I fell in love with the Beatles when I was 13, and I studied them. Like, I literally, because I didn't play music till I was 15. And so I believe from 13 to 15, I was just studying every single song, every single album. I was obsessed with them. I even wore braids and tie-dye. Yeah. And I love, like, pop girls, like Lady Gaga. I love Katy Perry. I love all those. So a little bit of all that, I think, is where I get my inspiration from.
Well, Christina told Courtney and I a story that I'm hoping she'll share with you. You mentioned your dad, and that he's from Italy, and
yes.
You told us a story about how you got a tattoo, I believe, to honor your dad.
Oh, no.
And thought that it said it's in Italian.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I was 18, because he wasn't angry that I had a tattoo, so I had to have been 18, even though I did start getting tattoos when I was 15, which I don't recommend to anyone. And so I was 19 actually, because that's when I went to Italy. And so I wanted to get rock and roll in Italian, and it was my first in Italian tattoo. And so I Googled it, and I got it. And I got home, and I said, "Hey, Dad, look what I did." And he just started laughing, like, uncontrollably. And I was like, "Oh, my God, like, what? It's not supposed to be funny. It says rock and roll." And he was like, "That does not say rock and roll." And I was like, "Oh, my God, what does it say?" And apparently it means a rock and a roll of bread. Yeah. So that happened, and that's on my arm for life. Do you guys want to see it?
Yeah.
I feel like I have to show you just so you know, it's proof. See? It says Race e Rullo. Rock, bread.
Well, I know I have a question that's kind of from everybody. I think a lot of people associate you with DFW for whatever reason. And
yeah.
I just, everyone around here loves you, and you have this incredible fan base here. So if you could talk about coming to town here, what it's meant to you over your career. And
yeah, okay. Well, for someone like me, I travel so much, and along the way, you come up against some roadblocks, and some things happen, and I just feel like I've never had that challenge here, which is so obvious to me. You guys wouldn't know that because you hear the music on the radio, but it's actually really difficult to get songs on the radio and to, do this sort of hustle thing. And I've never had to do that here in Dallas. You guys have been so kind to me. And every single I have, you just say, "Okay, thank you," and then you guys play it. And so that's why. That's the reason why it's so, that's why I get to come so much. I go where the music is, and so it's because of you guys, so thank you. I mean that. I'm not trying to be cheesy.